Lord Bison, can you hear me?
Yes, state your business.
It's Capcom, my lord. They made this boy Ed really cool in Street Fighter 6.
Worthless fools. Pathetic. All of them.
I'd be scared too.
Now, fight!
1, 2, 3!
3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3!
3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3!
3, 2, 1.
Today we're talking about one of EVO's biggest success stories, the story of Ed in Street Fighter 6. This character who have proven to not only be extremely successful on the competitive side, but also one of the most entertaining characters to watch in this game. And funny enough, the biggest buff that Ed had gotten in the previous balance patch was him not getting balance patched.
He could find Chip almost. Oh, he could go for Chip now, and the level 2 off the combo. He's gonna get the snatcher. That's the kill. You died from a DP from that much life.
The story of Ed is fascinating, and how strong he have proven to be is also very interesting. And it's not just an EVO thing. If you take a look at the previous tournament result, just before EVO we had the mix-up. Lishar took 3rd place. Into Banga we got Fudo and Momoshi at top 8. So the character been doing really good work for a while. So let's break it down today, talk about what makes Ed so fun to watch and what made him really powerful in competitive play for Street Fighter 6.
Momoshi got that, I'm familiar with this guy gameplay. He can go for Chip. He's gonna be level 2 for the Chip out here. And Nemo's stuck in all this block stun, just a speed bag finish.
Ed is a fascinating competitive character in Street Fighter 6 simply because of his natural playstyle. In Street Fighter 6, most of the meta is you go for a crouching medium kick, fish for that, if you happen to get the hit, cancel into drive rush, get a combo corner carry and throw loop the opponent. And Ed is both a meta character and one of the best anti-meta characters in the game as well. You see, Ed's effective range is outside of your poke range. Ed is very comfortable just walking back and forth, letting you whiff that crouching medium kick and then getting a whiff punish with his own standing medium kick and getting the party started. Ed have a lot of really long range normals that are cancelable and potentially very rewarding, like his standing medium kick, like his standing heavy punch, crouching heavy kick and even crouching medium kick. All of them can lead to some really good situations, and once he gets the hit, he does have really good combos that does pretty good corner carry, and he almost always get into okay situations from his combos. Now this playstyle from Ed with heavy emphasis on neutral was always gonna take more time to figure out than characters with really obvious strengths, like for example in Bison. Neutral in general with punishing and spacing and all that will always take time to figure out. And as you would expect it, over time people got better and better at how they pilot Ed, how they get to force neutral situations with him, and how they get more reward out of it. But one of the best things about Ed that I don't see people talk about that much as well is his combo structure, and this is a huge deal. You see, in Street Fighter 6, most of the characters, like I've said, most of the meta is you press a button, you cancel into drive rush and then you do your combo. But in this game there is a penalty when you use a drive rush cancel in a combo. Take for example this Luke combo, right? If Luke does crouching medium kick and then drive rush did a combo into his level 2 or whatever, take notice and notice that his drive meter is not regenerating at all. Right? Now what's really strong about Ed is he got options that can be very rewarding on hit for him and also on blocks they are safe, like for example his OD flicker. His OD flickers allow him to combo without really needing to use drive rush, meaning that when Ed finishes a combo he is regenerating drive immediately even mid combo, so his combos in general aren't that expensive drive wise, and even if he goes for a long extended combo, even if he used 4 bars in one combo, he's still regenerating more drive than if he had using like one drive rush cancel, which is a really big deal.
Great option. Wow, is this a super round? Oh, it's time for the dream. I want to hear the crowd on these DPs. Decent combo. You're mine. Hey, look at the meter man. Oh. Oh.
This trait is obviously massive in Street Fighter 6 because Ed can now start using his drive gauge for OD moves and simply for drive rush cancels on block to force mix-ups. You happen to block my standing medium kick, well maybe this time I'll drive rush and go for a grab, and hey, that's not really as big of a waste as I'm not really that drive hungry, right? And obviously it's not just OD Flicker that let Ed start his combos, he also got OD Blitz, which usually goes hand in hand with his level 2 super. And that brings me to this tool, which I do think probably single-handedly made Ed one of the most successful tournament characters right now in Street Fighter 6. In the intro, I said that Ed missed the memo on the balance badge, and his level 2 super is a big reason as to why him not getting balance badge was his biggest buff. You see, the strength of his level 2 super is the fact that anytime you get hit by one of these, typically they will go for one of them desync combos, and this gives it so many benefits that a lot of the other characters simply don't have. When you get hit by a desync combo, you are going to the corner, right? So instant level 2 into corner carry and obviously Oki, this is a huge deal in Street Fighter 6 because it's a relatively cheap combo that is doing a lot for you both damage wise and situation wise, right? But it doesn't stop there because one of the biggest factors to this character success and this move being so good is simply his meter gain. Take a look at this combo from Momochi, right? And take a look at his critical art meter, because you will see that Momochi gains a ton of meter back from doing this combo. Even if I go for this route with Ed, this is like a 3 bars combo that's not even that great, it's not even that optimal. Yes, I spent 3 bars, but I got like half of a bar back, right? And I did a lot of damage in the process as well. These combos allow Ed to carry you to the corner, get Oki, get critical art gauge back, and also because typically you don't really need to start them with like a drive rush cancel, his drive regeneration is also in effect. So because typically you start with like an OD Blitz or maybe even an OD Flicker into Blitz, you will get back a lot of your drive meter and you gain critical meter and you gain situation that is really good and you gain damage, right? Making this effectively one of the strongest level 2 supers in the game. Now, one thing that Capcom did in the previous balance patch is nerf a lot of the level 2 supers like Ed. For example, Rashid, he got one of the best level 2 supers in the game, and one of the key adjustments they made was that Rashid is not allowed to gain critical gauge when his level 2 super is out, and JB is kind of in the same boat. However, Ed missed the memo. Ed have Season 1 Level 2 Super in Season 2 of Street Fighter 6, which is probably his biggest strength as a character in this game. But it's also his level 2 super, his desync combos is also one of the most fun and entertaining things I've ever seen in a Street Fighter game. It created this almost Ghanesian hype factor that is so amazing to watch. You're always glued to your seat. Is he gonna hit it? Is he gonna hit it? Is he gonna complete it? And just seeing Momochi going for this insane desync combos in the most high pressure situations was a blast to watch. It requires some extremely high execution to be able to pull them off, and especially pulling them off as consistently as some of the best players are doing. And I applaud them for it, because not only doesn't make Ed like a very interesting character with a very interesting niche, but also makes him one of the most fun characters to watch in the game. Now obviously Ed does have very defined weakness. I don't really think this is a character that is top tier or is super ultra strong. I do think he's a character that is tailor-made for the competitive environment. Ed got a weakness when it comes to anti-airs. His light DP is 10 frames, so he is on the slower end, and that is probably why a lot of the North American scene don't think that highly of Ed, because he plays the game in a more aggressive manner, and he's certainly a character that can crack under like high pressure situations. He also don't have like incredible reversal options. He has got invincible level 1 super and an ODDP, but both of them can be baited with jabs, so his defensive options are on the weaker end. And obviously this is also a character that don't really got like amazing punishes to drive reversals, and in general his 4 frames, his jabs are very short as well, so defensive interruptions with him, they are on the weaker side, right? But he does have fantastic 5 frame light that reaches long and on a punish counter can lead to like a heavy blitz, so he's getting a good knockdown out of that. At the end, I'm really happy with how it turned around. He is one of the specialist characters that can be very rewarding if you put in the time into him. He's high execution and put a lot of impressive elements into play that you wouldn't really typically think about. He's also a character that can be played in a number of ways. If you take a look, for example, at Ending Walker or at Momoshi, 2 very different play styles, but both of them are very successful with this character as well. And ultimately, because of his execution requirements and specifically because of the decent combos, he became my favorite character to watch in this game. Honestly, I was having the time of my life, especially watching Momoshi and Ending Walker matches in this game, and I want to see more characters like Ed in this game, characters with really unique strengths that are rewarding the more you build time into them. He's a blast. He's a blast, and he is the biggest surprise. If you told me before Street Fighter 6 came out that Ed was gonna be my favorite character to watch in this game, I would never have believed you. And what a glow up he had from the previous game. It's honestly pretty incredible. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like or a comment. It helps the channel so much. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.